come to make my quick video for this rising. And the topic is, are you doing what you really want to do in life? Like, that's where my mind is at this rising. Like, are we really doing what we want to do? I talk to so many people outside of YouTube that's just every day going into these jobs and not being happy. Or they start out happy and then reality sinks in. It's almost like the adrenaline of having a job, the adrenaline of getting a paycheck every week or every 2 weeks. So, with my recent experience of going into these jobs and being happy, going above and beyond, and then everything flops, right? Reality sits in that you got up, you worked on yourself for 3 hours, you went in, you clocked in for 9 or 8 or 7, and then by the time you get home, you're tired, you can barely fix you something to eat, take a bath, and get ready for the next day. And it's just being like weighing heavy on my energy that, you know, at 52 years old, here I am again, being in the process of seeking employment, even though I do things for myself. And I've just been like, it's like heavy, heavy, heavy of, am I really doing what I want to do? Can I cut on the phone and make a video for 30 days and find people? Um, like, it's just like you're, I want to say fighting, I'm going to say fighting. You're fighting with yourself about what's your next move. And no matter how hard you try on these jobs, for me as a Virgo, I feel like nothing is enough. Like you go to work, you go above and beyond, but nothing is enough for the employee. You get your paycheck on the Friday and nothing is enough to have bills, to pay your bills, to share, to spare. Um it's like, you did? Great. And it's like you're just stuck in this matrix of, I gotta go to work, I gotta pay bills, I'm not happy, or I have a ticking time bomb beside me, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, I was at work on my last day of work, which was last Thursday. I went to work, and before I got to work, my daughter called me. She said, "Mom, there was a pew pew incident at this store, right?" And we know that these convenience stores don't even have that much money in them. So for somebody to go in there and off somebody for some change is like, it don't make sense. So then I'm thinking, I was working at this place where they only accepted cash. And I was hearing somebody talk, and they knew the system of this job, and that the job only took cash, right? So I'm also thinking like, what if I'm going in there to exchange my hours for a paycheck, and somebody comes in here and decides they're having a bad day or they need some money, and they gonna come in there and get it at all means. So there was a lot of things going behind why I left this job. So my thing of making this video today before I walk out this door is, are we really doing what we want to do in life? Or are we doing what society has told us is the norm, right? But at the same time, in my thought frame, we don't even live in the same society that we used to live in. So why are we doing the old society's norms in this new time, in this new what new earth, right? And the energy of it has just been real heavy of, this wheel of fortune that we've been going around in this circle, this loop of, does it really work? Hi, does it really work? And if I'm feeling this way, how many more people are feeling this way when you literally have to get up hours? Like, you start doing your affirmations before you even hit the bed. I mean, your feet. Hi. You start doing these affirmations before your feet even hit the floor. You start thanking and being grateful before you even rise up, because you don't know what you're walking into in this new earth. Thank you. So it's like, I just be really wanting to know if in the work, if we're seeing the devil card, we're seeing the hangman card, we're seeing the tower card, we're seeing the hermit card, we see the high priestess card, we see the wheel of fortune cards, we see the cups, the pentacles. What are we doing? Like, I'm not a professional and I watch a lot of readers, right? I don't always understand when I am walking in that energy, right? When I'm going above and beyond to work on myself, and then I walk outside and there's principalities from all walks of life waiting to just swallow your energy. Like, it's crazy. But meanwhile, we still have to go out here in somebody else's energy. You can't, even though you go through this hermit mode, you can't stay in the hermit mode. So you're like, okay, do I sit here and do as the gurus say, make 3 videos a day? Or do I go out here and I punch a clock to make whatever that exchange of energy is, exchange of money, exchange of hours for money? So that's where I'm at with that this morning. I am really, really um trying to adjust to this new way of living. I'm trying to adjust to this new era of balance. That's the word I've been getting. I've been getting balance a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And that's where I'm at. I'm really trying to find balance with this this wealth transfer, as we can say, right? Because you're always going to be, if you go punch a clock, you're always going to be not at the bottom of the total pole, but you're at the bottom of the total pole, because you're going to make a certain amount. There's a cap on what you're going to make. And unless you do overtime, unless you, unless you, like I said, go above and beyond. But even when you're going above and beyond, it's always going to be a principality, just like, who do you think you are? What are you doing here? Why are you so high vibrational? Right? They're going to be kind of like videos. They're going to be in and out of your energy. And then when you walk away and you take your energy back, it's still that you have to build. Right? You deserve better. That's where I'm at with life. You deserve better. And that's why content creator is a thing, because you, the person on the tube, know that you deserve better. If you don't think you deserve better, who's going to think you deserve better? Like, if everything outside of you is an illusion, then that's your illusion. You deserve better. If you know better, you do better. So that's where I'm at with it. Of, there are a lot of entities out here trying to teach us spirituality, but you really got to know that the ritual is really you. You are the ritual, and you can find those words in ritual. If you write down the word ritual, you'll find that you are the all. That's in there. And we know that letters are interchangeable. So that's for me. What ritual are we doing to get ourselves outside of the working mindset, which is physical working, to the spiritual mindset of the planes of existence? Hey, I'm good. And you? Hey! Hey, I really need to talk to you. Like, what's going on with my plants? Let me go outside and show you my stuff. My stuff is, let me slip on some shoes. I'm about to go. Look at my plants. I don't know what happened. Nothing's coming out right. I pulled it out of the greenhouse yesterday. Let's see. How do I turn this? Can I turn this around? Okay, here we go. None of these came out. So I think I'm going to have to do all of these over. The onions, they came. Let's see. I should have brought my tripod out. Look at this. I don't know what I did. Some of them still striving, but none of these. Do you see this? This is crazy. None of them, and it's been over a month, and they didn't even pop up. I don't know what I did. But how you doing? I see you got some stuff growing, and these collards, I actually cut those down because in the wintertime I didn't cover them up. So these they're coming back up. But yeah, can you see it? And then I bought this soil the other day, and I think I bought the wrong thing. I bought garden soil. They were buy three, get three. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start everything over. Mm, yeah, so yeah, a lot of that, like I said, I just gotta start it over about that soil. I'm not sure. Because somebody was telling me I suppose about potting soil and I bought garden soil. So it is what it is. I'm gonna start it all over. Um, and yeah, I quit my job. I mean, when I say I was having problems with this lady was, and it's crazy because my son, I started taking these mushroom gummies. I got them at the TikTok shop, and yeah, I had some not come up either. Seeds rotted. Yeah, and I've had those seeds for like um 3 years, But then I just bought some more seeds. Mm. I got some microgreens, some California Wonder Peppers, and some corn. Since I'm in the country, I'm gonna try to do corn again since my first corn didn't do good when I was in the apartment. And I think the soil that I'm at now is gonna be good because all the pine straw and everything has dried up and but yeah. How's your YouTube channel been going? I see you been making videos. I've been commenting on them. I had, like I said, when I was working, right, and my mom was on my butt because when the winter time came, I was having my brother to come and rake my yard, and we were pulling all the pine straw. Mm, we were pulling all the pine straw to the road, and they were sucking it up in that machine, and my mom was like, no, put the pine straw in a bag. So I went and bought some more composting bags. I don't know who that is. I should have put the phone on do not disturb. Yeah, and I it's in one of my YouTube videos from, was it last season? Not last season, season before last, when I planted that corn, and it got a little high, but it didn't make it. But I see your garden; it looks good. It looks really good. But yeah, I've been trying to just figure out what's going on with me with this whole income thing and trying to create content. I really want to see how you be creating those like avatars. That's like really cool. Like, do you have to take a class for that? Because I got out this Wilson Tech class book. I just finished digging another row for corn. Okay, okay. I got two kinds of corn seeds. And like I said, when everything kind of didn't come up, pop up, like that was like lettuce and tomatoes, and the onions are doing fine. Lettuce, tomatoes, and what else? It was a couple of kinds of lettuce, some tomatoes, green peppers, and I didn't even do good with green peppers last year, so I'm not sure. There's something I'm not doing it right. But I started it in the house, and then my brother came and put the greenhouse up, and then I took everything to the greenhouse. But after like the green peppers, I saw like a little bud coming out of some of them, and then like I said, that it was like they looked like they were dying, and so I felt like I had put too much water in them. You mean my robot animations I taught myself years ago? Yeah, that's like cool. I think it's cool because they say it's like really big to have like a faceless YouTube or TikTok or whatever. They say it's really good to have faceless. So, and I want to talk to my son about that too because he's like into video games and stuff like that, like into the PlayStation stuff. And I was like, I wonder how that would work trying to use one of them in like a faceless channel. It's a robot, so is it AI? Oh, excuse me. I'm about to go clean this house. No, not AI. I did them long before AI. Windows up. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So how's your YouTube channel going? And do you have several YouTube channels or do you have one channel? I got two now. My survival one and okay. I was talking to this guy the other week and he said that this guy had like a kit where you can get like it's a trailer. So the trailer I think he said was 1,600, but it comes with like pressure washer and the water thing, the big water tank and everything to like um as a business. But he was like the size of the trailer was really good for like somebody that's trying to live off grid. And I was like, that's good. You buy a $1,600 trailer and then you can turn it into what you want to turn it into. I thought it was pretty awesome. And I see you've been pressure washing, so I thought about that. Yeah. And that's where I'm at. Everybody gotta find something to do for themselves. Like for me, I can remember times when I would ask somebody to clean houses with me or uh flip a house with me and they were like, oh, that ain't my type of work and or that ain't my lane and I would like be like, well, yeah, I understand that. But right now, everything that we've been saying since 2019, 2020, it's really like it's here now. It's like it's not even a question of is it happening. No, it's happening. Yeah, lawn care, home improvement. Yeah. And I talked to this guy, Sammy. He was supposed to come over here and build me a shelf for some of my like survival stuff. And but I haven't heard anything back from him. It's happening. It's most definitely happening. It's most definitely happening. And it's like, that's why I feel like my spirit is so heavy too. It's hard for me to go in a job and work when and so much stuff happening and you know you got to have money for your stuff, right? But it's also taking you back from your gardening. It's taking you back. So when you have something that you could do for yourself, and you know that that's for yourself and that's the amount of money that you're going to make and you start to manage that money, it's like a whole nother ball game because even like with these channels in the beginning there's nobody there, you're just talking to yourself, it's a journal. So then when people start coming in, you know, everyone counts. If you could get one person to understand that you matter, you're enough, you know, turn on the camera, make you a video, you know. And it's times where I have to come back and say, look, y'all, I've been gone for a month, I've been working this job, I've been working extremely hard, you know. But when I'm even when I'm working a job, I'm always taking the bulk of my money to buy survival stuff. That's it. That's all. I'm gonna buy canned goods every week. I'm gonna see what's on sale. Now I've gotten into preserves. So not really making the preserves, but I have like people gifting me preserves. I have like some squash up there that a lady gave me, some watermelon jam, you know. So all of this is like making sense. And when you see like for me, I work with the numbers. Like when I'm seeing the 333, the 444, the 555, then I gotta stop and say, what am I doing for myself that does the energy of the spirit is connecting with me to tell me, look, you're on the right track. When it comes to taking my money and buying stuff and stocking it up, like somebody would probably come in my space like, why you need um three Folgers or Maxwell House? Because if it's high, the masses are still sleeping. Right. It get you sidetracked. Right. I get more done without a job. Survival is my job. Right. And so, like I said, I have been not making videos. I have been not on the sharing, right? I hadn't been sharing with people what I was doing. And I would do like bits, snippets of things of what I'm doing, but not really just coming out and saying, like, it's at a point now where I'm about to say, I can't work no job. And that's not good because I'm a Virgo. I love computers. I love helping people. I like training. I like learning new stuff. Knowledge is wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge, and knowledge is power. So when you get in that energy and you're like, I'm trying to go to work and clock in every day and do my best, and it's not working, you're like, just throw the towel. What's the song? Just throw it in, like, cause it's not working. Like you're so my daughter started a job, and it's a well known job, and she's delivering shit. She didn't get no training on how to properly lift. She didn't get no training on how to properly use a dolly. And I mean, it might be a bed mattress, it might be two cases of water, it might be, they're not training these people how to go on these jobs. And then, like with my scenario, not no shade, but here I am trying to work against somebody that just sat up there and snorted all night. Like, make this make sense. So it's like I just like, let me just do something for myself. I can do this for myself and be happier. And because when you learn how to live off less, not that you want to keep that as a goal, but when you take the proper steps to learn to live off less, when you do get more, you know how to manage it. That's what working for yourself to me gives me the happiness. Even though I might, why invest all my time and energy in a right? Why? Why? And then when you say stuff like, I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do if the manufacturer can't send you your product? And then another thing, the waste of your time is like you sitting there fighting with yourself, like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? All this stuff going, like shit's falling out the sky, and you know, like, y'all just want me to sit here and act normal like everybody that comes up to me. I'm opening myself up to every single person when I could just be limited to the return of energy that I'm going to give out. It's crazy. It's real crazy. And people just acting like they don't see it. Oh, we don't hear it. We don't see it. Like, where are you at? Where you at mentally to not see? But it says people are gonna have eyes, but they don't see. Like, I don't get it. And if the system is collapsing in front of your face, you don't feel the sense of urgency to be going out here stocking up. You don't feel the sense of energy, urgency to be going out here buying you bags of soil and seeds every time you go in the store. Even I heard somebody say, like even if you buy like fake seeds, right? If you buy fake seeds, but you plant that plant, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. If you drones in the right, I was watching a video this morning. There was a whole fire. Not a fire. It was in Canada. You can go on TikTok and type it in. It was like red and blue lights out behind the clouds in the sky. And was like they were running into each other. They were turning green. I'm like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, how many people think that this is a game? Like, okay, y'all thought Giants was a game, and then they start telling you, oh, we got these giant bones from whenever 6,000 years ago, 15,000 years ago, and you still don't think it's real. If you depend on the system when it collapses, right? That's right. That's right. And that's why now I'm getting to the point where I'm fasting. I'm like eating less. I'm very water conscious, food conscious, lights conscious. You know what I'm saying? Money conscious, even though we trying to make money, create money, not even make money. We're in an era right now where everybody should be trying to create. Like the word create, the creator, like within you should be activated. If you don't want to fall in their system, then you should be creating. I don't care if it's content, you should be creating something for yourself. Like we still have the grid now. If the grid goes down, or when the grid goes down, what would you be created? What? I'm creating. I'm gonna be my own wheel of fortune, because what you're not about to do is turn off my water, not have food in your supermarkets, not have toilet paper, eggs. Really? So no, I'm not doing that. What you doing today? Cause I got my truck outside running. I was trying to warm it up. It's been cold. This weather is freaking crazy. The weather just is bipolar as I'm about to end this live because I've been on here for like 30 minutes. I'm about to call you on Messenger. Can you hear me? Are you still here? Working. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm gonna do. Do you have a what is it? Not a tilde. Yeah, a tilde. Is it a called a tilde? What brand of corn are you planting? I'm just about to call you on Messenger. I'm gonna hit you up. Peace, YouTube.